but I can't tell you.
You suffered a couple of court losses, Mr. President, and JD Vance said judges aren't allowed to control the executive power. What's your take on that?
Well, we're going to see what happens. We have a long way to go, and
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into a heated topic that's been making waves recently. JD Vance, the senator from Ohio, made some bold comments regarding the judiciary and executive power. He claimed that judges should not have the authority to control executive power. Naturally, this caught the attention of President Trump, who had some strong words on the matter. So, let's break down what Trump had to say and whether we're on the verge of a larger legal and political battle. But before we dive into the details, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of the latest updates. Let's start with JD Vance's original statement. Recently, he made it clear that he believes judges shouldn't have the authority to intervene in matters of executive power. Vance argued that the executive branch, led by the president, should have the ultimate say without judicial interference. This is a contentious position, considering the traditional checks and balances system in the U.S. JD Vance's comments sparked a lot of debate, with critics saying this could undermine the judiciary's role in holding the executive accountable. But it's clear that Vance is pushing for a stronger executive branch, one that's not constrained by court rulings. President Trump didn't waste any time responding to Vance's comments. Trump strongly agreed, saying that if judges can control executive power, then we don't have a country anymore. He expressed frustration with what he called judicial overreach, especially in cases where presidents have sought to investigate or challenge fraud, waste, or abuse.
We're talking about fraud, waste, abuse, and when a president can't look for fraud and waste and abuse, we don't have a country anymore. So we're very disappointed with the judges that would make such a ruling, but we have a long way to go. We have to find all of the fraud that's going on. We have tremendous fraud, tremendous waste, and tremendous abuse. And theft, by the way. And the day you're not allowed to look for theft and fraud, etc., then we don't have much of a country. So no judge should frankly be allowed to make that kind of a decision. It's a disgrace.
Mr. President,
Or abuse. Trump doubled down on the idea that a president should have the ability to look for fraud and waste, even if it means questioning judges. He pointed out that there's tremendous fraud, waste, and even theft going on, and if a president isn't allowed to look into these issues, it's a direct threat to the country's future. Now that's a bold statement, underscoring the tension between the executive and judicial branches. So, what does all of this mean? We're seeing a clash between two core principles: executive power and judicial oversight. The executive branch, led by the president, is supposed to have significant authority to enforce laws and make decisions for the country. However, the judiciary ensures that those actions don't violate the Constitution or basic legal principles. When Trump and Vance argue against judicial control, they're questioning the foundation of checks and balances. On the flip side, supporters of the current balance argue that judicial oversight is essential for preventing abuse of power. This is a critical issue for anyone paying attention to the balance of power in Washington and beyond. Now, let's consider the broader implications. If the executive branch gains more unchecked power, we could see a dramatic shift in how the U.S. government operates. It could lead to more unilateral decisions by the president without necessary scrutiny from the courts. On the other hand, too much judicial control could hinder the president's ability to fulfill their duties effectively. It's a tough balancing act, and we're witnessing a significant shift in how the branches of government interact. The outcome of this debate could have long-lasting effects on American governance. So what side are you on? Let me know in the comments below. So that's where we stand today. Trump and JD Vance are advocating for a more powerful executive, while others argue that judicial oversight is critical to keeping the government in check. This debate is far from over, and it'll be interesting to see how it unfolds in the coming months. What do you think about Trump's reaction to Vance's statement? Do you believe judges should have more control over executive power, or do you agree with Trump and Vance that the president should have more freedom to investigate fraud and waste? As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you can stay updated on all the latest political news and debates. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.